Hi everyone. Have you ever been trying to accept Apple Pay in your WooCommerce store so your customer can check out in just one tap? So in this video, I will show you step by step how to enable Apple Pay on your WooCommerce site using Stripe Payment Gateway. So I will assume you have integrated your Stripe account. You can see your Stripe account payment plugin to make sure the Apple Pay button show up at the checkout by the end of this tutorial. So you'll be ready to accept Apple Payment and give your customer a smooth, modern checkout experience. Note, I want you to take note of this. I've enabled the Apple Pay on this particular website. So I just want to show you how I did it. I just need to show you how I did it. So I want you to take a look on what I'm about to show you. And before that, I really want to show you what people have been looking for. You can see a lot of people are complaining Google Pay and Apple Pay button are not visible on checkout. So I believe you also are facing the same scenario now, which I'm here to solve for you. And in this particular video, so I'll be sharing with you some code you can use to test because Apple Pay only works on Apple laptop. So it only works on Apple laptop, either Mac or iPhone. So that is how Apple work. It doesn't just work on any other, and it has a browser too. So mostly it work on Safari. And I will show you how to use this particular code snippet too to force Apple Pay to show so that in case maybe you don't have Apple Wallet to showcase, so you can actually force it to show at the checkout and you disable this code after all. So I'm going to show you how I did everything in this particular video. So let me show you how to integrate Apple. So firstly, I'm using this particular plugin. So payment plugin for Stripe WooCommerce. Note I've already integrated Apple Pay on this particular website. I just want to show you how I did it, how I integrate and I'll be dropping some resources in the link in the video description below. Check it. You see all the resources I'm using, the code snippet, everything will be there. So everything will be there. So this is the plugin I'm using, and this is the one I'm using currently. So I'll cancel this. So and after that, what I'm going to do is that uh, just assume I've already integrated Stripe Payment Gateway here. So I'm not going to do that one again. So I'll go to WooCommerce and I will navigate to the settings. So let me move this to one here. So WooCommerce, navigate to settings. Where is it? Okay, here is the settings. So from settings, I will go to payments. And from payment, you can see the Stripe payment is active, Apple is active, Google Pay is active. So most of the time, if you just integrated, so Apple will not show by default. So it requires some additional effort, additional uh, customization. So what you need to do is to click on manage. So I've already done all this. I will just click on manage on Apple. So after clicking on manage on Apple, so it will take you to this particular section. So after taking you to this particular section, so what you need to do is to just enable this particular tickets and do other settings. So all this will be by default. You can just select for that. So you can select the way you want it to capture or authorize, like charge type. So these are not the main thing. You can just do this, but make sure you enable this. After enable, so you can read this instruction below. So it's actually telling you that this plugin attempts to add the domain association file to your server automatically when you click the register domain. So what they are trying to tell you is to click on this register domain and it will add one particular file to your root directly, and I'm going to show you that file. So first thing after I've already done this, you will click this particular register domain. I'm not going to click it again. And after it will show you a success, uh, message. Okay, this particular Apple Pay has been connected to this domain. So Apple Pay has been connected to this domain. So that is the first attempt you need to do. So and to confirm if Apple Pay has have been connected to this domain, so I'm going to show you another thing. So this particular link, I'm going to copy this link and I will replace it with the live website and I will show you the code that it will show you one kind of long code just to show you, okay, this particular domain has been connected or website has been connected. Here is the sample. I'm going to drop this to in the link description also, and I will copy this website. I will copy this and I'll come here. I just want to replace. So and I'll click enter. You can see what it's giving me. So admin is not connected. It will show you maybe a forward error. This means that Apple Pay is all these number are kind of encryptions. So it's just to show you that okay, Apple Pay has been connected to your website, but that is not done. That is just the beginning. So for this to happen, so you need to click on register. So after register, you do what I just did, and it will show a long form of uh, numbers. So after that, so the next thing you have to do, the next thing to do is to go to your Stripe payment gateway. So you need to go to Stripe payment gateway, and I don't have access to this Stripe payment gateway, but I'm going to link. Uh, I leave this particular link in the description below where you can check it. So this will walk you through how to enable Apple Pay on your Stripe. So because you have to enable Apple Pay on your Stripe and connect it with this particular domain. But I will leave this. So you just need to read this through, and it will guide you under business settings, payment method in your dashboard. So and also you can make sure if you are logging, be clicking on some of this link. So it will take you to that particular section on your Stripe account, and with that you'll be able to connect it with the website. The first thing we did is um, okay, so that is about that. So the next after you have done this, after you have connected the way I did it, enable register domain, everything is working fine, and you did this also, everything is working fine. Okay, so the next thing you have to do now, the next thing you have to do is to test. Okay, if this Apple Pay has been enabled. So I'm using Windows laptop now. I'm going to switch to my Mac. Apple Pay will not show on my Windows Mac. Let me, in case you are trying to do that, so it's not going to show. So let me just check out one of the products here for a sample product here. But I will definitely switch to so okay. This is Jet Booking. So just an example. So let me use test at gmail.com. So I'll click on book now. I'll proceed to check out. So after proceeding to checkout, so you only see Google Pay and you will see Stripe payment gateway. You won't see Apple. So the reason why you won't see Apple is because I'm using Windows. And before that, so for you to see Apple Pay, so you need to log in. You need to access this website using. So these are the conditions. Let me show you the conditions. So I have the condition here. These are the conditions. Apple Pay feasibility rules. So these four rules must be enabled or must be fulfilled. Mostly not all, but almost let's say all should be fulfilled before the Apple Pay will show using your Mac, only on Mac or your iPhone. So that is only gadgets where Apple Pay will show. So the first one is that you test on Safari or on iOS, iPhone, iPad, Safari. So it has to be Safari. I've never used any other browser. I don't know, but I use Safari, which I will switch to Apple or Mac later. So you already have cards saved in your Apple Wallet. So this one is also important because you'll be using card. So your site is served over that it must be SSL like secured, and your product or currency are supported by Apple. So if probably maybe Apple is not supporting one kind of currency like that, so if you are trying to check out using that particular currency or you change your currency, so Apple is not going to show. So these things should be need to show. But what I'm just trying to show, in case maybe you don't have access to Apple Wallet or anything, but you just want to test. Okay, I really want to see the way it's not showing here, but you really want to you want to force it to show so that okay, Apple Pay is actually there. It's not just showing for me on Mac. So what you need to do is to use this particular code snippet. So I'm going to show you, but let me just explain how to use this. So you just need to use this particular code on you inspect on Mac. So after inspecting on Mac, you go to console. I'm going to show you. You paste it, and you will see a result. Like it's going to show you, okay, true. If it is false, it means it has not been activated or enabled. But if it is true, that means Apple Pay is activated. So the second code, this one will force. This one will force Apple Pay payment gateway like this one here, like this one here. So you will see it on top or at the bottom. So this one will force it to show, but just want to be sure is Apple Pay actually there, or probably maybe you don't have the wallet, but you really want to see it. So I will show you how to use this code. So I've already done this before. So let me just go to Code Snippets. So I'll go to Code Snippets. So you need to download this particular plugin, Code Snippets. So this Code Snippets, I'll just go to all my code snippets. So all my code snippets, and I will click on this. So I've already disabled this. I just want to show you. So I want to show you. Okay, let me do another one. Let me create another one. So the same thing I want to create. So I'm using this code snippet, WP code. So I will click on add custom snippets. I have one already. I just want to show you how to do it in case you are new to this. But you need to download this particular code snippet. Just type it and look for this particular one. So after that, you copy. I'll paste this particular one on the link description below. Yes. So paste it here. After paste it, just name it code, maybe Apple code snippet. So It's just name it the way you want, and after it, save it first. I have the code somewhere else, but it's disabled. Firstly, save it. Don't activate it in case it will crash your website. Save the snippet. If you save it, if you don't have any error, so you can now put it in active. So if I put it in active and save, so I put it in active and save. Okay, let me even check it. I've never checked it here before, but I'll check it on my Apple. I know it's shown on Apple, but let me check it on. I just want to force it to show. So it's not showing here, but it will show on Apple. So after this, I'm going to switch to my Apple laptop and I will show you how to use those code. I've moved to the Mac laptop. You can see the Apple Pay is enabled because that code snippet is active. And you can see the success message with that icon. So Apple Pay is there currently. So I'm forcing it now to show. So I'll try the second code after this. So I'll try the second code. I'll disable the first one. So I'll try. Just need to inspect and move to console. So I'm about to try the second code now. So I've disabled that. You can see Apple Pay has disappeared. So just pay, I'll paste it, the code here, and you'll see a true. So if you see a true here, so it means Apple Pay is enabled, but it's not forced to show. So I think that's